Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a really fun fragrance video all about my favorite vanilla fragrances. So before we get started, I just want to remind you guys to please subscribe to my channel. We're already at 21,000 subscribers and I'm so happy to be building my community with you guys. If you guys have been following me for a while, you probably know that I love vanilla fragrances. It's definitely my favorite fragrance note. So there are many types of vanilla in the fragrance world. We have synthetic vanilla and we have natural vanillas. And even in the natural vanilla world, there are so many different types. So we have vanilla from Madagascar, which smells like it's tasty. It's like what you use when you're baking. It's very different. It's what we use in our vanilla 28 in Kayali. So it's like really, really addictive. And then we have vanilla from Tahiti, which is a vanilla we used in Déjà Vu, which is very different. It's very creamy and kind of reminds me of holiday. It's very soft. And then there's things like vanilla bourbon, which is also very interesting. It smells like a vanilla drink, like an alcoholic drink, but it's very just amazing as well. I love it. But there are so many different types. Like I could go on and on forever. It's part of the gourmand family, which is the sweet fragrance family. So if you're looking for something that will make you feel kind of sexy, sweet, and warm and like loved almost, I feel like it's very cocooning. I feel like that is something you should look for when you buy a fragrance. For us, for Kayali, vanilla is in almost every single juice. We have it in every single one except our citrus, and in our citrus we have tonka instead. So tonka is sometimes used as a replacement for vanilla. It can smell very similar to vanilla, but it is different. So for me, it's something that I add in almost every single perfume. It's a very heavy note, so it's used normally as a base note to really give the fragrance a lot of depth and complexity. So I highly recommend you guys look for it when you're buying your fragrances. But today we're gonna get started now on all my favorite vanilla fragrances. I have so many. I'm honestly looking at about 20 fragrances, 25 fragrances in front of me, and I hope we can get through most of them today. If we don't, we're definitely gonna do a part 2, but let's get started. So the first vanilla fragrance I'm gonna share with you guys is by Serge Lutens, and it's called Un Bois Vanille. This is a fragrance I was gifted about 5 years ago from a colleague of mine, and ever since she gave it to me, I just kept rebuying it. I find it so sexy. I'm gonna spray it with you guys, even though I can't smell it, but I'm gonna try. I want to remind myself of how good it smells. This smells so amazing. This is something I would wear not on a first date, probably on like date number 5. It's definitely like a cuddling fragrance. This fragrance has Mexican black vanilla, sandalwood, licorice, beeswax, bitter almond, coconut, tonka bean, and sweet rose. So if that sounds like something that you gravitate towards, definitely pick this up. It is amazing. Definitely one of my favorites. This is divine. So the next fragrance I'm gonna highlight is Cloud by Ariana Grande. And this is definitely a beautiful scent. It's not an obvious vanilla. Like for me, it's not the main note that sticks out when you spray this, but there is a lot of vanilla in here. It's so delicious. So this fragrance has lavender, pear, bergamot, whipped cream, praline, coconut, vanilla orchid, musk, and woody notes. So this is described as a fruity gourmand. So it's not just a pure sweet fragrance, it's kind of fruity as well. It's timeless, it's ageless, it's beautiful. I love this one. The name is perfect. It definitely feels like a beautiful sweet cloud. Okay, so the next fragrance I'm gonna highlight is kind of a splurge. It's from Van Cleef and it's called Orchid Vanille. And this is amazing. Ooh. Oh, this is so beautiful. Definitely, again, one of my favorite vanilla fragrances. If you want to smell like just pure vanilla, this is a fragrance I would recommend. So this fragrance has vanilla, dark chocolate, vanilla orchid, tonka bean, bitter almond, mandarin orange, violet, white musk, lychee, cedar, and Bulgarian rose. I think this is my 3rd bottle. I love it. I just have to say that. All right, what's next? It's so hard to pick with all these beautiful babies in front of me. What do I pick next? So for the next fragrance, I'm gonna have to highlight one of the best, of course, Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. This is a beautiful fragrance. I love it. I don't love it as much as like the more hard to find fragrances. I'm that kind of person that the more hard to get the fragrances, the more I appreciate it. But this is definitely a beautiful vanilla. Actually, now that I spray it, what am I saying? I love it so much. I forgot how good this smells. It's been a while. Okay, I take that back. I love this fragrance and I'll wear it even if everyone wears it. It's so good. Okay, so the top notes here are tobacco leaf and spicy notes. I definitely smell a lot of spice. And then we have vanilla, cacao, tonka bean, tobacco blossom, dried fruits, and woody notes. This is really, really delicious. And this is something that I feel like both men and women could wear. Like I would love to smell this on me, but I would also love to smell it on a man. Like I would smell him twice if he had this on. I'd be like, smell him continuously. And apparently this is worn by Harry Styles. I don't know if that's gonna affect your buying decision, but it's just something to note. Okay, so the next fragrance I'm gonna highlight is Laya by Naima. So this is a Kuwaiti brand, which I fell in love with about, I think 8 years ago. I remember when we first launched Huda Beauty in Sephora in the Middle East. This was in Sephora and I fell in love. I found it so unique. It is, again, a beautiful true vanilla. This is amazing. This fragrance has powdery notes, vanilla, cedar, argarwood, which is oud, and woody notes, and musk. It is kind of Middle Eastern because of the oud, but I think if you love vanilla, you're gonna love it. I need to spray it again because it's so good. This is something that anyone could wear. It's beautiful. So the next fragrance I'm gonna highlight is Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder. And this one is Eau Fraîche. I definitely said that wrong. Eau Fraîche, which is a flanker, and a flanker is like when a fragrance launches another one of the same fragrance in a different version. Bronze Goddess, the original, it was definitely an OG, and it's a fragrance that's been around for a long time and people love it. It's definitely a lot of my close friends' favorites. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is delicious. So this is something that I feel would be a very nice summer fragrance. It reminds me of holidays. It has bergamot, coconut, tiara flower, vanilla, and amber. I smell the coconut and the vanilla really strongly. It's amazing. I love this. If you're looking for more of a light vanilla, this is definitely something I would go for. Okay, so the next vanilla fragrance I'm gonna highlight is Vanillary from Lush. And I love Lush products in general, but I love their fragrances. I have a few of them. I have this one, I have a rose fragrance, I have Rose Jam, which I'm obsessed with. I have another one that's called Dirty, which smells amazing. I know I say that every single one is addictive and beautiful, but they are. They're just so delicious. Like this one again is like a pure vanilla. So a few of them that we've talked about today are just like pure vanilla scents. People that smell you and they're like, oh, she smells like vanilla. This is what it would be. So this one has Vanilla Absolute, Tonka, jasmine, and powdered caramel. So it's a very simple fragrance, not many ingredients, but that's why I feel like it just simply smells like vanilla bliss. Gosh, I want to spray myself again. I feel like this would be really nice in a cake. It smells really yummy. I totally forgot to highlight Kayali. I am so crazy. But yes, I have to definitely talk about our Vanilla 28. Ooh, this one is amazing. It's actually one of our most loved fragrances. It's our bestseller in most places. People love this one. It's the most repurchased. We have the most reviews of people who just love this scent. It makes me so happy. So in our Kayali vanilla, we actually have so many different types of vanilla. We have creamy vanilla, vanilla orchid, we have vanilla Madagascar, we have vanilla Sarabusi. I don't even know how to say that, but it's just many different types of vanilla. This was like a vanilla overload. If you're a vanilla lover, this is definitely something you should check out. We also have brown sugar in here, which also makes it smell very sweet and tasty. We have amber. We have lots of beautiful ingredients in here. Tonka, musk, patchouli, amber. It's amazing, and it's very long lasting. Hope I don't kill the team here. Check it out. So the next fragrance I'd like to highlight is Vanilla Vibes from the brand Juliet Has a Gun. Ooh. And I love this brand personally. It's definitely one of my favorites. I feel like all of their juices are typically quite gourmand, which are sweet fragrances, and they're all pretty long lasting. So it's definitely a fragrance brand that I gravitate towards. I also love this bottle. How pretty is it? This one has sea salt, natural vanilla, and sandalwood. So this fragrance was actually inspired by Burning Man, which I've never been to myself, but I've heard a lot of cool things about it. But it's just inspired by like freedom of expression, by being human and being outdoor and just free. So this is something that I feel, I'm just gonna spray some more. I feel it's very like light but sweet at the same time, not too overpowering, but yeah, it just smells like pure vanilla. It really does. Okay, so the last one I'm gonna highlight today, honestly there's so many more, but I'm just like, we need to do a part 2 because this video is gonna go on super long. So for today, the last one we're gonna talk about is from this brand called La Maison de la Vanille, and this one is Vanille Sauvage de Madagascar. And this is a brand I actually found in Kit Ross in the US, in LA. Very random, like I don't think it's widely distributed, but it's a really cool brand. I remember it being quite affordable, and they have so many great vanilla scents, and that makes sense because the whole brand is called La Maison de la Vanille. So every scent that I found from them were really overloaded with vanilla. This scent has lavender, bergamot, coriander, labdanum, geranium, vanilla, sandalwood, incense, and vetiver. I love this one. So it's a very like spicy vanilla, very rich. So this is definitely something I recommend if you can find it. I'm gonna see if I find a link to buy it. I'll put it down below. I kind of feel like perfumes are treasure. So for me, like whenever I discover something new and kind of like under the radar, I get really excited. And this is one that really excited me. So definitely check it out if you want to smell like a very sweet, beautiful vanilla. That's rare. So it's nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I said every single scent was so delicious and sweet and amazing, but they are. These are like my favorites. I love vanilla fragrances. I love perfume, but I especially love sweet perfumes. So it was really hard to decide which one was better than the other. They're all amazing. Make sure you check them out. See if there's any vanillas that you guys like. If there's any that you recommend I try, please comment down below. I definitely want to check out what you guys recommend. If I'm missing any amazing vanilla perfumes, I need to know, so please comment down below. And as always, I'd like to end this video with a quote. And today's quote of the day is, because no matter how tough the world becomes, you should never run out of sweetness. And I totally agree about that. Sweetness on the inside, on the outside, in the air. And that's why I just feel like when I spray a nice sweet perfume, I just feel so much better. And I feel like, you know, because of the effects of just your scents, it makes you feel happier and nicer. Maybe it does for me anyway. So please don't forget to add sweetness everywhere in your life, inside and outside. I love you guys so much. Mwah.